In 2013, I completed 2 marathons. The first one was the London Marathon in the April, and the second, the big one for me, was the New York City Marathon, which I ran and competed in and finished in November 2013. It was a big one for me because it was the marathon that I was going to use as a catalyst to put changes in my thinking and in my being. I was setting myself a load of goals, and this was going to serve to be the catalyst that was going to lead me to that change and to change my life and improve it and to find happiness. I have achieved all the goals that I set myself way back in those days, and I have taken myself to better places and continue to do so. And so what the purpose of this video is to share it with you so that it may enable you, if you need to find some increased happiness, if you need to change your life, there's things that I now can share with you which will enable you to do it. And the big message is that it's entirely possible for you. If you do need to step up your life and make changes, that you can absolutely do it. Absolutely. So here are some of the gold that I want to share with you. And the first thing that I want to share with you is that if you are someone that wants to make changes in their life, it's because you're not happy with where you are at the present. Either you are, just unhappy, or you want to change your circumstance and you want to take yourself to that better place. That means that in some shape or form, you are going through some pain. And the big message is we all go through tough times. All of us, no matter who we are, we all go through tough times. We all experience pain of some sort, and the message is to take that pain and use the pain for gain in your life. Use the pain as a not a negative thing in your life, but a positive driver in your life to spur you on and to keep you motivated. Use the pain to get you to that better place. Use it as a major motivation in your life. And the first thing, the most important thing that you need to do if you are going to go and make changes in your life is simply to make the decision. You have to make a decision that you want to make a change. That is the most critical thing. Just decide. Once you've decided what you're going to do, you're going to make that change. You need to define and make a vision of the changes that you need to make. This is not about looking back. It's about looking out and looking up and looking forward. And you need to set yourself some targets and some goals, your desires. You need to visualize them and then write them down. And that becomes your why. Make sure the things that you are chasing are the things that you truly want to get and you truly want to achieve, and you want to be the person that you want to become, to be aiming for, because that's your passion then. And if you've got a passion, a real passion, and you're committed, deciding to make a change, and you know where you're going to go, you have made a very, very powerful, and I mean a seriously powerful cocktail to use to take you forward and actually to get you where you want to go. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you ask for help from life, life will send you help. Look out for angels. Angels do exist. Believe me, angels do exist, and they exist in the form of people who will come to you. They may come to you in their physical presence. They may speak to you through words, in a film, on the radio. You may read something in a paper, in a book, in a magazine. It may be a conversation with a friend, a family member, someone at work, a stranger sitting next to you on a park bench, or while you're just walking down the street or getting a coffee. If you need help and you ask for help for life, an angel will rock up to give you even just a few minutes of their motivation in some of the words that they'll say to you. There may be something that will just help you to take you and spur you on. So look for help, and help will be coming. But the big thing about you and making changes in your life is you do need to understand this, that absolutely ultimately on the end of the day, it's on you to make the changes for you. not anybody else. Sure, people will want to help you, especially your loved ones. You're the ones who love you the most. They want you to be fantastic, don't they? But ultimately, no one really cares about your dream, and no one really at the end of the day is going to make you, help you, give it to you on a plate. You've got to go and earn it. Life will give it to you, but life will test you to make sure you really want your dream. You really are deserving of it. So it will set negative things, negative people in your path. It will give you hurdles that you have to get over and to climb. It will give you failures. It will test you to see if you really are deserving of your dream. And then the thing is the bigger your dream, the more hurdles and the more tests that life will send you. But you've just got to keep going and you will get there. Understand it's on you, but don't be afraid to ask for help. When you are chasing your dream, it is imperative, it is absolutely critical that you do not listen to negative people. Do not let dream busters come into your life. And a dream buster is someone that will share a little bit of negativity with you, and they can be very subtle in how they do it. It could just be as much as as little as a or a really, and that can put negativity into your thought process, and you just stop. You're dead in your tracks in what you want to go for. Do not listen to negative people. Get negative people out of your life. What do you do when someone comes up to you and gives you some negativity? You listen to them because you kind of have to, don't you? But here's the tip. Look at your hand. In the centre of your hand, imagine that there's a little black dot. Can you see it? Write mentally on that little black dot, give it a label. Write the word delete. That now has become a delete button, just like the delete button on your computer. And what do you do on your computer when you've got something on it, you made an error, you don't like what you're seeing, you press delete and it's gone forever. That delete button can work for you in the same way. So if someone walks up to you, or you're talking to someone about your idea, or they're asking you what you're doing and what you're going for, and you tell them and they start firing some negativity at you, even subtle negativity, even the, oh really, well, I suppose it could work for you, then just listen to what they say. Put a big smile on your face and just nod. Yeah, agree. And as they walk away, you just hit the delete button and bam, boom, it's gone. You got to keep positive. And just on negativity, failure we regard as very negative. Generally, we regard failure as a very, very negative thing in our life, when in fact, failure is going to happen. Whatever we're doing, especially if you're trying something new, try riding a bike and try to ride it for the first time without falling off. You're going to fall off because you've got to learn the art of balance. And you've got to fall off to learn the art of balance to be able to ride a bike. So you've got to fail 100% before you can get it right. And if you're going forward for anything in life, especially for your dream, if you're going for it, you are going to make some failures. Expect them to come. Embrace them. My son, he's passed his provisional driving licence. It took him 4 goes. Destiny had written in his stars that he had to go 4 times before he got his licence, so he had to fail 3 times. He had to fail once, fail second time, fail third time. Each time he failed, it was a step closer to the 4th test, which Destiny had said that he was going to pass. The thing is, not anyone has asked him how many goes he took. They just said, have you got your provisional? He just says yes. So take failure on the chin. Expect it to happen. When it rocks up, just go, I knew it was going to happen. And the most important thing is use that failure positively to keep going forward. Once you have made that all-important decision to change your life, and you have rediscovered your why, which is giving you the passion and the motivation to go for it, and you've taken action, you've taken the first steps to going forward, and you've decided that you are not going to let dream busters stop you in your tracks. You're going to just eradicate any form of negativity from your being. You're going to have the old delete button to get rid of things. The thing that you need to do is to arm yourself with belief, with undying belief that you are going to get to where you are now planning to go. It's gonna happen. You have to make it a mission. It's got to be a mission. Mission possible. We're talking about mission possible. Mission possible. You're gonna make it happen. And then because you've got that belief, it'll give you courage. And you've got to use all your courage and use the pain that you've had in your previous experiences, all comes together to give you the courage to keep going and to keep going, which then leads you to the fact that you've got to keep tenacity about you, the ability to get down when life will push you down or knock you down, it'll give you failure, you're going to get back up and you are going to keep going. You're going to be tenacious, and the reason is you've got a why, you've got passion, and you're now on a mission. You are unstoppable. You've got to say to life, I'm expecting this. I demand that you give me what I'm now going for. And the law of attraction, which states that life will throw at you and give to you what you are thinking of and what you are demanding. So think negative, you get negativity come your way. Think positive, and positivity, life will throw positivity at you. And if you just see what you're going to get and what you're going to do, you will get there. When I ran the marathon, when I first set out in March 2010, deciding that I was going to do a marathon, it was an impossible thing for me. I was 20.5 stone. I couldn't run to the toilet, let alone run 26.2 miles, which constitutes a marathon. Didn't run it in 2010, I didn't run it in 2011 or 2012. But 2013, I got to New York City and I completed my dream. And there ain't a better feeling in the world than that. And finally, one of the most important learnings that I took out of the New York City Marathon, learning that I got right at the very end, something that I'll never ever forget and I want to pass on to you. And this is a real sincere notion that I'm passing on to you, which will help you majorly in your life. So I'm just on the last leg of the New York City Marathon. I'm only about 200 yards from the finish line. And when you run the marathon, you write your name on the back and front of your running top. So I had Dave UK emblazoned on my running top, and as you run along, the crowd will shout out encouragement to you, like, come on Dave, come on George, come on Julie, you know, just shout out encouragement to you. And so I'm 200 yards from the finish line. I can see it, but I can't get there. I have been since 16th mile, so I kind of just been ambling along, really getting through, because I was undertrained. And I'm 200 yards out, treading in treacle, can see the finish line, can't get there. And my head's down, and I don't know what I look like. I was just dishevelled. I'm walking, and this American voice, I will never ever forget this American voice that boomed out of the crowd in a big American drawl, baritone drawl. I loved the sound of that voice, and it singled me out. And the Americans have got this saying, which I just love. I see you, man. I see you, man. And this voice boomed out. I'm just ambling along. This voice booms out at me. Hey, Dave. Because that's how they sound in America, isn't it? Hey, Dave. I can see you, man. I can see you, man. Come on, Dave. When I heard that, I thought to myself, look, mate, just shut up. Do you know, I've been around 26 miles. I'm knackered, mate. I just, shut up. Go away. And I just carried on. Now, the strange thing is that normally someone will shout your name and then they go on and shout the next person's name. But this guy saw me in the crowd and kept watching me, because a couple of seconds later, he shouts out my name again. But this time, it wasn't a nice shout. It was a sharp instruction to me. Just like, you know, a parent telling a child off. Sit up! You know, this guy shouts out at me, hey, Dave, get your head up, man. Get your head up, man. I reacted much the way as a child does when the parent shouts at them, you just get your head up, man. I instantly threw my head back like this. Now, if you do that right now, just throw your head back, you will feel a surge of adrenaline go down your back, a bolt of energy go down your spine. And I did that, and it did it to me. And I'd like to report that I then picked my legs up and I sprinted over the line. I didn't do that, but I did get over the line a lot quicker than I otherwise would have. And the major learning from me from this is that when you're going through life, no matter what comes at you, you have to keep looking up, and you have to keep looking out, and you have to keep looking forward, because you can't run forward looking over your shoulder, because you're going to trip yourself up. in life. And this is the major learning from life for me that I'm passing on to you. And I mean this with the most sincerity that I can give you. In life, when you're going forward, keep looking up and looking out. Keep your head up. Looking down is bad. Looking down is depressive. Looking down shuts you down. When you look up and you look out and you look at people and you smile and you open yourself up to life, life will open itself up to you. Major learning points. Now, I hope you've enjoyed, or it's meant something to you, because everything that is in this video, I mean really sincerely to you. It's from me, from a part of the journey of my life. Major learnings for me, which I'm still working on now. If you take on board some of the things that I shared with you, if you do in fact need to find a better place for yourself in your life, in your happiness, and in terms of going out and improving your life and making dreams come true, follow some of the stuff that I've said and believe this: you truly can make it happen. Make it a mission to do so.